Hey, I hope you're doing well today, and in this video I'm going to tell you how you can get a great deal on a house in any market. Hey, I'm Phil.Duke Jr. I'm with First Class Real Estate, and if you're watching this video, you're probably looking for a great deal on a house right now, and I would love to be the one to assist you in that process. You need a buyer agent in Alabama. Alabama is a buyer beware state, so you don't need to be going into this alone. Would love to meet with you. There's a link below in the comments where you can schedule a video chat with me to talk about what the next steps would be. But in this video today, I'm going to share with you some things that I look for my clients and for myself personally. I'm a real estate investor myself. I'm always looking to buy properties. I think you should too at some point in your career. It's a great investment. It's a great way to create passive income. These are some things that I look for when I'm trying to help my buyers or when I am looking for myself, okay? Now, not all of these are going to be indicators that it's a great deal or that you could get a great deal, but these are at least some places to start, okay? I'm going to give you 4 different types of properties that I look for. Number 1, I look for vacant properties. Okay, so if you're looking on whatever real estate site you're looking at and you notice that there's no furniture in the house and nobody's living there, that could be an indicator that there's some wiggle room in the price. All right, somebody is paying for that house, even if they're just paying property taxes, even if they're just paying to keep the lights on, to have the power bill on, to pay somebody to come by and cut the grass while the property is on the market. Somebody is losing money on that property month after month after month, okay? So usually when somebody has 2 house payments, they're a lot more realistic about what the house is worth versus if they're living in the house as well. Not always the case, but also on the flip side of this, it could be that the person that owns the house is so financially steady, in such a good financial position that they might be able to afford to keep that house, even though it is costing them some money every month. So you don't really know which one you're getting. Am I getting somebody who's really willing to deal a little bit, willing to negotiate? They want to just get this thing off of their shoulders, or are we dealing with the kind over here where they don't care? Their finances are so good that it doesn't matter to them if it sits there for 6 months or a year. They've got enough money and they've got enough financial security that they're going to be able to keep the thing rolling. We don't know until we write an offer, but it's at least something. If you're looking to get a good deal, you should look for some vacant properties, okay? The second thing that I look for, now this might be something you can get a good deal on, but you might not decide to go this route, and that is when I see a house listed with bad photos or minimal amount of photos, okay? If there's one picture of the outside and there's no pictures of the inside, it could mean that the house is so bad on the inside that they don't want you to see what the inside looks like. It might be embarrassing. It might cause you to not want to go out and take a look at it. But sometimes it's just so cluttered on the inside and the seller just didn't want people to see what all they had in their house, okay? But on properties that have minimal photos or bad photos, I know for sure in almost all cases, it means that fewer people are going to take a look at that house, which means fewer people are writing offers on that house. So if you find one of these houses and you don't know what's behind the closed door, it might be worth your time to just go take a look. It might not be as bad. I have walked into properties that had, I bought one recently a few months ago. There was one picture of the outside of the house, and when I walked in, it wasn't bad. Now, it needed some decluttering. It needed to be cleaned up, but the flooring was not bad. It needed some fresh paint, but really it ended up being a really good investment property for me because I wasn't negotiating against anybody. There was not multiple offers on the property. There wasn't as many people looking at it. They didn't have somebody 2 hours before I went there who also said, hey, I might be writing an offer on it too. I was probably the only person at the time that I wrote the offer on it. I was probably the only person who had really expressed interest in moving forward. And so that was a property that was on the market with a real estate agent, and I was able to get it for $20,000 less than what it was listed for, okay? And I got a good deal on it. I still have that property. It's a rental property for me now. So look for properties that have bad photos or minimal amounts of photos. That might be an indication that fewer people are looking at it, fewer people are writing an offer, and that might be a way for you to go in and get a really, really good deal. Not always the case, but it could be. You could open it up and it's a nightmare in there, and it might be more than what you're wanting to take on, okay? But it might turn into something good. The third kind of property that I would look for properties that are considered functionally obsolete. And here's a good example of a functionally obsolete property. Back before probably 1970s or 1980s, a lot of houses only had one full bathroom. So there were 3 bedrooms and there was one bathroom where everybody used the bathroom, everybody showered, everybody took a bath in that one bathroom. That was just normal. People didn't think that was odd or that was a bad thing. People today, they want to have a bathroom for every bedroom in the house, okay? But back in those days, that was pretty normal. So if you can find a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home that could easily be turned into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, again, it's functionally obsolete right now. We would consider that obsolete because most people today don't want a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. But if you could just, I bought one, the same one that I'm talking about. All we had to do was put one wall up in the dining room. We cut a hole in the hallway, and we put a second bathroom right beside the one bathroom that was already there. So I took a 3-bedroom, 1-bath that didn't have many pictures. It only had one picture. It needed some cleaning up, and turned it into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And just by turning it from a 3-bedroom, 1-bath to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just that alone probably increased the value by $50,000. And it only cost probably $8,000 to add that wall, to have it plumbed, to add a shower, to add a tub, to add a toilet, to add a vanity. All we had to do was take part of the dining room, put up a wall, which made the dining room smaller, but it gave us enough room to take that 3-bedroom, 1-bath and turn it into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, okay? So that house, after I rehabbed it and everything, it appraised for, I think, $186. And with what I bought it for and with all the money that I put into it, I was only into that property for about $142,000. So I had over $44,000 in equity on that house, as soon as it was completed and as soon as I put renters into it. So functionally obsolete. Those are things I look for, but my favorite is the 3-bedroom, 1-bath, okay? So be looking for that if you're wanting to get a good deal. The last source out there to get a really good deal on a property, and this is going to seem kind of like maybe hypocritical. I don't know. You might not agree with this. But I've seen people before who were in such a mission to get a good deal on a property that they got a good deal on a property, but they did it at the expense of having a good property. They got a good deal on a house. They got the bedrooms and baths they wanted for a really, really good deal, but they picked a house that people didn't really want. So the fourth way to get a good deal on a property is just to go with the best one available in your price range right now. Here's what I mean by this. If you go out and find say you're approved for $250, and you go find the best house on the market right now for $250,000, good lot, good neighborhood, good features, good updates, there's a good chance that if you have to sell that house 5 years down the road, that it's still going to be maybe one of the most desirable house, if not the most desirable house on the market at that time. So you might feel like you're paying a little bit more, today by going up to that amount, but you might actually be buying a property that's going to keep going up in value, that people are going to want year after year after year after year. And so you might actually, forego the risk. If you buy a functionally obsolete house, if you buy a fixer-upper house, you could find out while you're fixing it up that there's something bad wrong with it, and it could cost you a lot more money. But if you go out and just simply buy the best house available that's on the market right now, there's a really, really good chance that if you have to sell that house 5 years from now, you're going to be able to sell it because other people are going to want that house as well. So again, those are four things to look for if you're trying to get a good deal on a house, okay? Vacant, bad or minimal photos, functionally obsolete, and then just simply going with the best one available. If you are looking at a property and you're wanting to know, hey, what would this one go for if I fixed it up? Feel free to reach out. I'm just a phone call away. My contact info is down in the comments of this video, and I would love to hop on a video chat with you. That's usually how I connect with people first that are looking to move to the Tuscaloosa area. It normally starts with a video chat, and then we'll see if we can get you what you want. We'll start by sending you some properties on emails, and then we'll go from there. Hey, I'm Phil.Duke Jr., and this is how you can get a good deal on a house in any market. Have a great day.